Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining us today on today's Super Talk. I'm here with Mr. Jake Berry, who is the producer of the Super Talk. And the intent of today's Super Talk was just to have a conversation with the community so that we can keep the channels of communication open as we move forward and get closer to the 21-22 school year. Received a lot of questions with regard to what next school year is going to be about. So I did want to take this opportunity to start that conversation and let you know that we will be asking for your help as we move forward with regard to developing focus areas. I did want to mention that our strategic plan is the key vehicle that pushes us forward. McAllen ISD's strategic plan is driven by 4 goals. Student achievement and student focus is goal number 1. People development is goal number 2. Facility priorities is goal number 3. And financial priorities is goal number 4. And I mention that because everything that we do in our district is driven through those 4 goals. And it's something that provides us with a compass to make sure that we're heading in the right direction. And one thing also is back in March of 2020, actually right before COVID hit, we got together with key stakeholders in the community. We also reached out to staff members and students at the time, and we developed 7 focus areas. And we called these 7 focus areas the Champion Project at McAllen ISD. The Champion Project of McAllen ISD consists of these 7 focus areas. And I did want to share these focus areas with you because we're going to take these areas and use them as the vehicle that's going to push us forward to make sure that we're very transparent with our community with regard to what we're going to do. And if you would, Jake, what are these 7 focus areas that drive the Champion Project at McAllen ISD?
Dr. Gonzalez, our first focus area, focus 1, is on a high-quality, transformative, and multifaceted education program. Our second focus is safety and security. Our third focus is wellness and mental health. Our fourth is customer service. Focus number 5 is extracurricular educational programs. Focus 6 is community involvement. And focus 7 is emotional intelligence.
And if you think about the work that went in and the fact that it went in 2020, March of 2020, it was preparing us without us even knowing that we were going to get into this world pandemic, into this COVID-19 situation, and that we were going to need a vehicle to take us through and keep us focused on what the next chapter of McAllen ISD was going to look like. Now, one of the things that we do want our community to keep in mind is that we have some anchors within our institution, within our community, that have provided quality for the 113 years that we've been in existence. So the quality teacher, the passionate teacher, the exceptional leadership at the campus level, the high quality education, the A-rated school district, the post-secondary readiness distinction, the financial integrity and rating system of Texas accolade with regard to getting an A there. Those things are grounded by the hard work that we all put in. But we do know that as COVID hit, there was a lot of challenges that were placed before us, and I'm proud of the team because we overcame those challenges, but we also learned a lot along the way. So the Champion Project is going to help us stay focused, and we have teams right now currently working in these particular areas that Jake mentioned, but this is where we need your help with regard to our community and the staff members that are out there listening right now. We're going to have a thought exchange, and if you remember, we've had a number of them. What we're going to do is ask you a thought. We're going to have a prompt for you that's going to revolve around each focus area. We're going to go 2 at a time, so we're not going to ask you questions about each focus area all at once. So we'll start with focus area number 1, which is the educational program, and focus area number 2, which is safety and security. We'll put out a thought exchange late this afternoon so that you can start to give us feedback on that. But I do want to take an opportunity to share a short video, less than 3 minutes, with you all that tells you the thought exchange story and how we're going to leverage this tool to get feedback from you all in each of these areas, in each of these focus areas as we move forward. So Jake will be sharing that with you.
Meet Thoughtexchange, the enterprise discussion management platform that gives leaders the ability to solve complex problems and quickly align groups from 10 people to 10,000 plus. In just a few steps, Thoughtexchange makes it easy to gather valuable, unbiased input. Leaders use these novel insights to drive better alignment, better strategies, and better performance. Every exchange starts with an open-ended question that the exchange leader shares with their group through a unique link. Participants can join the exchange and share their thoughts, feedback, and ideas anonymously, thanks to our patented anti-bias platform. They can also rate other participants' ideas and see which of the group's responses have the most support. Exchange leaders can instantly access value-rich analytics and uncover unique insights, powering precise and informed decisions that actually stick. Whether you're looking to hear from your workforce or connect with your community, we've got a tailored solution for you. Thoughtexchange. Visit thoughtexchange.com today to find out more.
But Jake, just for the sake of our viewers, so that they can kind of envision in their mind what this prompt is going to look like, what is the question around each focus area? What's it going to be?
Well, our first thought is going to be based on the challenges COVID-19 has created and what we've learned through the experience as a community. What should McAllen ISD focus on in the area of high quality, transformative, and multifaceted education program?
Very good. So if you look at that, as we formulated this thought, we wanted to make sure that it was based on the challenges that were posed by COVID-19, but we also wanted to make sure that we also included what we've learned throughout the process, because all the moms and dads out there with regard to distance learning and face-to-face learning and all the adjustments you've had to make within your household, there's certain things that you've learned along the way. And the same is true for McAllen ISD. As we deliver instruction, there's a lot that we've learned along the way. So if we compile our thoughts and if we come together as a community, then what we want to do is take the top rated thoughts and focus on those particular areas. So for example, and this is just hypothetical, but if focus area number 1 comes to the surface with one of the challenges being that we want to make sure that we provide a quality face-to-face teaching model in 21-22, which isn't necessarily utilizing the device to teach through, but more utilizes the device as a tool. So if teachers are teaching students in front of them, that they be teaching them in a face-to-face, more traditional model. If some semblance of that happens to be one of the thoughts, then what we're going to do is we have teams that are addressing each focus area. And these teams consist of principals and directors and coordinators and executive leadership team members. And we're making sure that we'll take that challenge and then we'll run it through a strategic thinking model. So we'll look at the challenge, we'll hypothesize about what we're doing that's already working and what we can do to really attack or make that challenge become something that is something that we can overcome. And we'll start to develop models with regard to what we believe will work and the assumptions that we believe will get us to overcome that challenge. We're going to set up systems that are going to help us own the numbers and really do some quality control around the model that's addressing that specific challenge. And then we'll also have ways that we can come back and communicate with you all. We're trying to package every challenge that we have moving into the 21-22 school year, so that within the next 3 weeks, we can come back to the community and say, these are the challenges that came to the forefront, and these are the ways that we're going to address these specific challenges moving forward. And it's going to be around every area that we talked about. Specifically for this afternoon, it's going to be around our educational program, so we'll ask you to respond to that. And it's also going to be around safety and security. So we're excited to hear from our community. We're looking forward to this thought exchange. But we're also looking forward to the body of work that's going to put us in a position to give our community the feedback that they've been requesting. I've been receiving a number of questions with regard to specifics on what next year is going to look like. So our goal is to have that to our community and start the conversation in a very real way, so that you start to understand and start to make plans as a family with regard to what your choice will be for next school year, what it'll look like around the educational program, around safety and security, around wellness, around every aspect of what we're doing with extracurricular activities and co-curricular activities, so that you can start to formulate your own game plan as a family as you choose McAllen ISD as your district of choice. So we're confident that we're going to provide quality information for you. And we're confident more than anything else is that we're going to provide a quality education, as we always have in McAllen ISD, as we move into the future, regardless of the challenges that we face. So, Jake, when can they expect the thought exchange? When do you think that's coming out?
It should be out before 7 o'clock. I'm aiming more for 6:30, and we'll have the links there as well for the Thoughtexchange, so you can go to both the safety and security and also the focus area 1, which is the high quality, transformative, and multifaceted education program.
Very good. And if I'm a parent, how can I expect to know when the Thoughtexchange has started? What's our form of communication?
We put it on Facebook, and we'll also put links on Twitter, along with we'll push it out via our alert system, which will be via push notification if you have our app, which you should download. And also we'll do it by SMS, which is text messages as well.
Okay, so you should be receiving a text message. If you haven't downloaded the McAllen ISD app, please do so. You can go to the App Store, download that. Check out our social media on Facebook and Twitter. And we really are encouraging everyone to participate, whether you're a staff member or a community member, even students out there that want to give us feedback so that we can be very, very laser focused on what everybody feels is important. But I do want to emphasize that the teams are already working. We already have a lot of traction and a lot of momentum with regard to what we plan on doing, but we want to make sure to be transparent and get as much information as we can. We want to make sure that we're driving everything through our strategic plan and the 4 goals, and we want to leverage the champion project at McAllen ISD and its 7 focus areas. So thank you all for joining us for today's Super Talk. I hope you all have an awesome weekend. And we're looking forward to all the feedback. Thank you.